sir.
All right, Yahawah. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America and to let our people know that they the true children of Israel spoken of in the Bible, and that our enemy is Esau according to the Bible, which is the so-called white man as you know today. Before we go any further, we want to give all praises to Yahawah,
BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH,
which is whom the world ignorantly called God, which his name is Yahawah, and his son name being YAHAWASHI, all right? Growing up in America, they've taught us that you can just call him God. That's just a title. Or that his name is Jesus. Well, J is the youngest letter in the English alphabet, all right? He was of the tribe of Judah, which was of the Hebrews, so it's only makes sense that his name was in Hebrew. And you would call on his name in Hebrew, man. All right?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter...
we also want to give, I don't know if I said it already, but give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, also known as GMS. All right? And blessings to the elect of Yahshua. And salutations to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth.
All right, this is precept based off what you were saying. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. It says, "Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?"
I even read that, it sounds like a riddle. It sounds like, what's going on? Like he had asked Ezra, can you make yesterday come back? All right, can you weigh the balance of fire or something to that nature? It's almost as if it's a riddle, man. Okay? Only the Most High can do these type of things, man. All right? And he's given his son the power to do these type of things, man. All right? So he said, what is his name and what is his son's name, man? All right? Because we've been growing up just calling God, God, and Jesus, Jesus, man. All right? We also was told that he was a white man. We also told the angels was white and that they was babies and that they was naked. All right, we was told so many things growing up in these churches in this society, man. That's because the person who runs this society know what type of people and who we are in the Bible and the people that he's oppressing, man. All right, he know that we are the Israelites. He know as long as he keep us down, then he should continue to rule, man. All right. But all of this is part of prophecy, which I want to get into today, man. Okay, all of this is part of prophecy. All right? Yeah, precept.
No.
You can have a clue.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved."
Yeah, because this is standing upon that watch. All right? What are we watching? Who are we watching? All right? We're watching society. We're watching the signs that the Most High said he will bring. All right? That's standing upon our watch. We're watching the enemy. Okay? We're making sure the outside walls are protected. All right? And that our country is not infiltrated. Okay? So that's standing upon our watch. That's why we come out here every week. To let our people know that we are the true children of Israel in the Bible. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? At a point in time, we were separated, okay? Going back to the book of Kings, all right? Where the 12 tribes were split up, okay? The 12 tribes were split up, man. the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. So he wasn't as strong as we was. All right? And then what happened? We came over to the Americas. Well, first of all, the northern kingdom came over here. All right, predominantly the Latin tribes and the native tribes. All right, that's why they was here when the conquistadors and Christopher Columbus and them came here. That's why they found Hebrew stones and rocks with Hebrew on it. That's why when you go down in Central and South America, they had pyramids, because we were those same people enslaved in Egypt, man. All right? We was those same people enslaved in Egypt. That's why they brought Hebrew interpreters.
Yeah. Christopher Columbus used Second Esdras in order to find the New World, to find the, to find the so-called Indians.
Yep.
You know, that whole myth about he wanted to try to find a new route to get to India, for a spice route or whatnot. That's bullshit. He read the Bible, and he said that, oh, it's a place where man never go, and this is where they're at.
Yeah, it's it, because it tells you right there. This is where the Most High was going to send them, to a land where mankind never dwelt. All right, that's all right. So, okay, well let's see. Let's go over there. Oh, well, let's see if the earth is flat. Come on, man.
I got a precept based on what she said. It's Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 17 through 18. It says, "Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise, and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, and against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land." All right, so the point was, it says, "I have made thee a defense city and an iron pillar." As the brother went into a while back, we're standing up on our watch, and we're being that protection, so to speak, for the nation of Israel. We're standing up for the nation of our people. That's why we're out here constantly, week in and week out, standing in the face of our accusers, so we can edify our people, man. It says, before that, be not dismayed at their faces, because though we are standing out here for the nourishment of Jake, Jake is always going to come up against us just because Jake is a rebellious nation. But we still have to come out here and be that iron pillar, that defense city for the Gentiles, so to speak, man.
Yeah, they try to get that in Jeremiah, promise of the Lord, 28:8.
It says, "And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, said the Lord Yahawah, to deliver thee." Which speaks for itself. They shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail. So those we're going to have our own people, let alone these heathen nations, namely Esau, Edom, which are today's so-called white people, you see that they ran a smear campaign on us, man. Everything that happened throughout the earth, like terrorist attacks, they try to put it on the Hebrew Israelites. Just so they can create that stigma of, oh, this is what these guys are about. They're a hate group, they're terrorists. But nonetheless, we still come out here and teach this word, man.
But that's not even nothing new, because way back when we were in Jerusalem, and goddamn Nero burned down Rome and blamed it on us, so that he could, make a new bathhouse, and he built all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He blamed it on us. False flag.
Exactly. They banned false flag.
But when these terrorist attacks, like the brother went into, 9/11, they went and they got the elders, the apostles, after 9/11, and then you see all these different false flags, and you see it building and building and building. It's going to come to a head when they're going to have a price on our head. There's going to be a ransom on us. And the people that are going to turn this in, ironically, are going to be the people that we call friends and family.
The same way they did Yahawah, man. greater than Yahawashi. But then, what the book of Acts tells us, if it was a man that would come to naught, you know. So hey, why did Yahawashi for allowing us to still stand in the face of danger every day, man? You know, he says we stand in the face of we face death every day, man, by teaching this word, man. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Against many countries and against great kingdoms, man. This is nothing new. And they dropped their incense. All of them. This is... That means thank you, right? No, I'm just saying that's what, you know. But this is nothing new, man. Okay? Hey, can we grab that in Ecclesiastes right quick? You know, there's nothing new under the sun. Then we're gonna jump right back to that, correct? Because that's what it's about. It's about the Most High's will, man. It's about His purpose. Why? Because that's the only thing that's going to come to pass. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you like it, whether you don't, whether you agree with it, whether you think we lying, whether it's funny to you, any of that. Like any of that. But when it comes to pass, then shall you know that a prophet was amongst you.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that had been is that which shall be, and that which is, and that which is done is that which shall be done.
Yeah, so history repeats itself. Alright, like we spoke about Nero. Back in Rome, they isolated us and starved us. Alright? And knocking us off, man. Okay? They let us do our thing. You know, they let us do our thing, but if we went against them too much, they knocked us off, man. When this word started getting more, because you gotta look at it. Alright, you had what, the Maccabees, right? They was banging it out with the Greeks. Then they sided with them. The Romans did. They sided like with Jake. They was cool with Jake. Alright, so when we slowly kind of got under the Roman Empire, okay, they let us do our thing, but we still was up under their rule. We was paying tribute, man. Alright, same as today. You know, you got freedom of speech, freedom of religion, but you better pay them taxes. Okay? But once the word get too hot, that's when they like, oh no, we gotta do something, because they was cool. Some of our people thought they was, you know, some of our people were Gentiles. They was keeping the customs of the Gentiles. Alright? And some of our people was still rocking with the laws and the statutes and the commandments, man. Those were the Jews. That's why they looked at the Israelite foreigners like they looked at them. They looked at them like we look at the outsiders, man. That's why it's like, if you're not of this word, then, you know, we're not saying you're not going to make it or you can't make it or we already made it. You know what I'm saying? But we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, man. Through Yahawah, Yahawashi. So that's how the Jews saw it back then. They just wasn't ready to just let them in, right? That's why the Lord told them, He said, go to the Jews first. You know what I'm saying? But what happened when He went to the Jews? They wasn't listening. They ain't want to hear it, right? They ain't want to hear it because that's what I said. They let you do what you do until the thing get hot. Now, what did the Lord say? What was one of the prophecies that had to come to pass? Elijah had to come. Elijah came in the form of John the Baptist. Once John the Baptist came, what was Elijah supposed to do? He was supposed to turn the people back to the Heavenly Father, get them back into that, man. All right. So once he started speaking of that, that came to pass. And then what was he talking about? Look, hey, I ain't the big dog that y'all think. Remember, there's one that come whose shoes I can't even loosen.
Right.
He was paving the way for Yahawashi, man. So I forget exactly which Herod was ruling at that time. I forget exactly which one it was. But he did what? History repeated itself. Just like in Egypt, and they was knocking off all the young boys. All right, the same thing happened. So Herod, he went and knocked off 2 and under because he heard about the Lord. That's when it got too hot. So they had to do something. Why? Because it's threatening their rulership, man. This king, what king of the Jews? Hold up. Like, I can't have this, man.
Right.
All right?
But that shows too much unity.
It's too much. Perfect.
If they have a king, oh my God, everybody's gonna get behind us. And if everybody gets behind us, what did Big Mama say? You got 5 fingers. They all come together. That fifth can strike a mighty blow.
Yep. Yeah. I'd rather punch you in the face than poke you in the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Which is the reason why, going back to what you said way before about the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, we were separated.
Yeah.
You know,
we wasn't as strong as we were.
You're not gonna be as strong.
Yep.
You know, divide and conquer.
Yep. And that's why when they brought the rest of Jake over here, all right, they were siding with them, man. It wasn't just a coincidence like, oh, they hate you, they hate us. No, they knew who they were, man. All right, they knew who they were. But some of our people, just like today, just like you always had, going all the way back to the wilderness, you had coons. Man, we'll go back to Egypt, man. At least we had scallions, man. We ate good, and I was like, damn, them niggas, they was ready to go over some green onions. It must have been pretty tasteful, you know? But
over green onions.
Yeah. It's the fact that they could eat when they wanted to, man.
Yeah.
All right. It was the what's the word I'm looking? The convenience of it, man. All right. Just like today, our people be coons and sell out for the convenience of it. I'm tired of being broke. I was on Instagram the other day. I got a friend request. I said, what the fuck is this? It was a bunch of pictures with some African dude with a lot of money, and then they had one group of a couple Edomites, but under every single picture it said, join the Illuminati, are you tired of being broke? This and that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, call this number, I'm like, God damn. Y'all that hungry for people? Like, gee.
Y'all inboxing?
Y'all sending out friend requests, man. I remember brothers used to get letters. Yeah. I know a brother personally who had got a letter. They was trying to get him, hey, the guy, to come fight. He came and told us that they gave him a letter, man. They tried to give him a letter. And that probably Comfy didn't, you know, Comfy, hey, man, dish it out. You know, that's probably the only thing he was spreading amongst his congregation, man. Every new member, he probably got a hell of an advance or something. Yeah, huh?
A kickback.
Yeah, a new car. You know? Go ahead, brother.
I saw that piece of acid.
It's more than that, ain't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna start back at the beginning. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Now, hey, of war, because that's what we're going to get into today. Now, I didn't even get a chance to get into the article, but I just read the title. Okay? Once you read nukes, then you automatically got to think about war. All right? What else is nukes for? Set up in a museum?
Right.
This is the I wish a nigga would weapon. Like, no. Hey, they kind of is, but they're going to use those, man. Why? Because it's biblical prophecy. All right? Because the Heavenly Father said that they're going to use it. Okay? Is that into that?
Yeah.
It said of war with a what? Pestilence. And of evil, bad times. All right? Jacob's trouble. Crash of the economy. Pestilence. You know, plagues. COVID-19. All right? What they said was coming back? The Black Plague or something? Yeah, the bubonic plague. All right? Measles was coming back and forth. They're talking about these genetically modified mosquitoes and shit.
Right.
There's so many things going on. Like the Lord told us what was going to be happening. He didn't say exactly how.
Which those mosquitoes could theoretically spread malaria.
They could spread pestilence. They could whatever they could inject the mosquito with something. inject them with a fucking COVID vaccine if they want. And go spreading that shit. Oh, you don't want to get the COVID? Like, you know that what? That's why they of course Ant-Man, you know what I'm saying? They had a guy controlling ants and shit. It was another, I forget what movie it was. They had like a mechanical bee or something like that, man. Controlling that like a robotic bee. It was weird. I can't think of it. But that, I'm pretty sure they got shit like that. Be spying on all them other countries and shit. You gotta, this man is the devil, man. You can't put anything past him.
Right.
Because he's going to put everything past you. Like, you can't stop me. I got where I'm at by my own. Yeah. Was it a little more juice to it? No, it's cool.
Oh, it is a little bit more juice on this, though.
All right.
Verse 9, it says, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him.
Yeah, and it's not the time of peace, man. This is not that time of peace, all right? Because Jacob's trouble had to come in full effect, which is the Edomites, so-called white man, him and his military, kicking in doors, kicking ass and taking names, basically. Yeah. You know? Throwing people in the concentration camp, mandatory vaccine, mandatory RFID chipping, all right? These is the thing that's coming to America, man. But if you got a guy out there talking about in 10 years, we're gonna build a golden city, or in 10 years, things will get better, there's no turning back. There haven't been any turning back, man, since what we read yesterday. Since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue. Just because the prophets of old, they passed on, that doesn't mean that prophecy stopped. Everything is part of prophecy. Because at the end of the day, it's all ending up to that 2nd Ezra 6th chapter, man. Okay? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is it that followed. Everything consists of that. Because that has to come to pass. So, them blaming us to be terrorists, alright? Them deleting videos, well, just trying to stop this word, okay? Taking pictures of us, listening to our phone calls, hanging up our phone calls. I was on the phone with a brother yesterday, and boom. As soon as I mentioned Satan, it hung up. You know how many times that happen, man? You hang up or you lose connection or fail call. Satan don't want us talking, man. That's that division. Alright? Go ahead.
This is back in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer what I am reproved.
Yeah, and what is he going to say unto you? Prophesy the downfall of this place. He ain't gonna say prophesy peace. Alright? This is not that time, man. Prophesy the downfall of America. That's our job right now.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Yeah, this is that table, man. The vision, write the vision. Okay? Can we look that word up?
This is verse 2, it says, and the Lord Yahawah answered and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
That he may run that readeth it. Alright, didn't Paul correlate this truth, this ministry to a race? Alright? And we are in that race, man. This is a marathon. You don't want to burn yourself out. You want to pace yourself so you can make it until the end. All right, you're having people just, oh, I gotta get there first. And before you even halfway through it, you're done. You gotta run 5 miles and you clock out on after the first mile. If that.
Yeah, this is Hebrews H2377 Chazawan. It says vision, vision in a static state, a vision at night, a vision, or oracle, or prophecy, divine communication.
Divine communication. That's the Lord. He'll put you in a trance. He'll give you a vision. All right. He'll give you a dream. All right. And it'll get interpreted right then and there, or it'll get interpreted later on. There was many visions, dreams, and prophecies that the men of old received that was able to be broken down in these times. Which one of the main ones? The nukes, man. Because they called them lions, glittering swords, arrows, stars. You know what I'm saying? Hell, if you know the stars is up there and you see light, you see a bright light coming from the sky, yeah, you're gonna think it's a star. You see it coming, you know, yeah, you're gonna think it's an arrow. All right?
You know, and even in some cases, the Lord will send an angel. You know what I'm saying? And just to add to all the things you already made mention of. So it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Yeah, because it speaks about the simplicity of Hamashiach. This is really not hard. It's just up to the Heavenly Father if he open up your mind to it. Man. All right, because he has the spirit of deep sleep upon people pursuant to Isaiah the 6th chapter. All right, some people are just not going to get it.
You got some people that are brilliant. I mean, they're just really bright people, smart. And common sense tells you that they should be able to put two and two together and be able to get this truth.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. Can you grab that? Shot in 1 Corinthians.
And just to add on to that, as it says in the book of Sirach, it says, as his ways are plain unto the righteous, or they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. And as it says here, make it plain upon tables. And the way that another way that he makes it plain, or the way he makes it plain, is by the way the prophets breaking down these prophecies, correlating it with certain articles that may come out, lining it up with the scriptures, and making it plain. Hey, that's why like the brother mentioned, that says in Isaiah, I believe it's in Isaiah the 29th chapter as well, where it says he'll give him the spirit of deep sleep, man. We can't make straight what the Most High made crooked, man. The Most High had these people, a certain amount of people, blinded for a reason.
Yeah.
No matter how, you got the elders and apostles that have been out doing this work and kicking this truth and breaking things down beautifully for over decades, man. And here it is, you still got people that are walking around that don't know what the hell is going on, man. Proving that the Lord, that's what it says in the book of Romans, while the brother's getting what he's getting. In the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, what is this? The book of Romans, it's Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. As I mentioned, you have the apostles that have been out here for decades, and you still got people walking around chatting up, man. And it's not like our people don't have access to these different forms of technology. It's not like they don't have access to a computer. At a point in time, it was the libraries, which they shut that down for now. But you have cell phones. Here it is, you have all these different forms of technology. That's why it says in the Psalms, his line that went throughout the earth, man. But you still got people walking around, sheep are walking around, man.
What?
Yeah, that is good.
What up? Be safe, bro. I don't know. We probably be out here though, a couple hours. All right.
is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, starting at verse 19. It says, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent."
Yeah.
Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world?
This world. Go ahead.
Has not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
The wisdom of this world is nothing. I kind of lost my train of thought, you know, but the wisdom of this world is nothing. All right? But like we was going into with the Lord setting up these visions, having these interpretations, I forget the definition. One of the definitions that was in their tables was divine communication, was it? Divine communication, man. All right? Because what? Everybody can't communicate with the Most High, believe it or not, contrary to popular belief. You know, everybody has their own God that they communicate with, but everybody can't communicate with the Heavenly Father, man. All right, it said his ears are open unto the righteous. Okay?
Yeah, like I was saying, you could have the smartest individual in the world, but if the Most High didn't open their eyes, then they're gonna be dumb to this truth.
Yep. Yeah, the smartest person can have a form of ignorance as well.
Damn, fly, bro.
Because he saw this technology. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like,
Mechanical fly, see?
Yeah.
You just kill him though. He's on your shoulder. I can kill him right now.
Get dirt off your shoulder.
This is
Look at this. Listen.
Birds chirping.
It's so quiet, man. America's done, bro. Like,
This is the first time I've seen no cars from
yeah, it's like none from nobody at the stoplight. This is beautiful,
Hey,
man.
this is like
It's echoing.
This is beautiful. Yo!
Like from back, you know, like from years back, like the brother said, man, hey, this truth will clear the block out, man.
Yeah.
You know, they get ghosts. All right, we
Yeah.
gotta go.
You had a lot of people riding by like this is something new that we're doing. Like, hey, whether you first time seeing it or not, you've seen it, man. We about to get out of here. That was beautiful. I don't know why, but that kind of uplifted my spirit, man. Because that's what you're going to see soon.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not
what
going
it
to see
reminded me of.
all of these different cars up and down the street riding on a Saturday or a Sunday, man. You're going to have people in concentration camp. You're going to have dead bodies lying around. All right? You're going to have people hiding out in little holes in houses, abandoned houses or whatever. Because it's going to be chaotic, man. All right? Troops going to be patrolling the streets. That's what you're going to have, man. All of this traffic up and down the street is about to come to a naught, man.
It's gonna be like
Hey, we possibly got a quarantine coming. All states, all cities, man. A country shutdown. And that's what the birds is gonna hear. They ain't gonna hear no cars. Whatever food they find in the street, they ain't gonna have to worry about no cars almost running them over, man.
it's gonna be like that movie Bushwick. You know?
Yeah.
It was straight up martial law. Where they were going around rounding people up, killing people. You know, there's gonna be a time where it's gonna, like the brother mentioned, it's gonna be a time where they come.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. There's gonna be no more of that shit either, man.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear have heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High have prepared for them that love him. But the Most High have revealed...
Yeah, people cool with America. I got a 9 to 5. I got minimum wage. I got a job. I can buy some J's. I can buy this. Nigga, what is that to a kingdom? What is that to having your own servants? What is that to righteousness everywhere? What is that, man? Nothing can compare to that, man. See, our people have been dumbed down to think small.
Yeah.
You good as long as you got money. You better as long as you got more money than the next person.
We are in a scarcity mindset.
Yeah, yeah.
We're basically sold out for $15 an hour. If you're getting $20 an hour, you the man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is $20 an hour?
When these dudes, you got dudes who like to work. on the planet, man. It don't work. If they want to be in Dubai today, and Australia tomorrow, and Canada a couple hours from there, they can do that. They want to buy a golden jet, a 24 karat gold jet, they can do that. If they want you dead, they can do that, man. Like the brother said, we all good because, I got $20. Yeah, that's good in this economy, but you good now? Fuck the world.
Listen to that shit. Hey, no, but it says that in Corinthians, man, for the things.
That's the spirit, bro. I'll teach you how to stunt. That's the spirit. Because that's what it's about. As long as you got some money, you good, man. As long as you got some money, you good. I was sitting there, I was stressed out at work, man. I was stressed out at work about my finances. A couple days after I just read it about bags with holes, man. That's part of us being us. That's part of fighting for our kingdom, man. That's part of that.
You know, all I was going to say is, like the book of Corinthians says, for the, for the things to come are eternal, but the things seen are temporal. Yeah. You know, it's enjoyable to have things, man, but you got to think about, like the brother mentioned, it's bigger fish to fry, man. We got a kingdom of heaven that's prepared for us. I have not seen nor ear heard, man. Yep. That's why when we go into these scriptures and we say what the kingdom consists of, a lot of people don't believe it, or they just don't want to adhere, man. That's because they like you mentioned, they're comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, they're content. You know, they're satisfied. Yep. You know, hey, and at a point in time we were, man, but when we read these scriptures, the YAHAWASHI, man, we got a kingdom coming, man. Yeah. This ain't poison in the air and it'll fool your kids. You can't even let your kids go nowhere without overly supervising them, man, because of the way the world is set up.
Yeah.
The kingdom ain't gonna be like that, man. You gonna let they say the kids gonna pay in the mouth of lions, man, and snakes. Nowadays you can't even let your kid outside. Hey, here it is. You just found out the you got pedophiles and you come find out the dude from Tommy Tires is a registered sex offender pedophile. Oh, word? Yeah, I just found this out, you know, and you got this type and that you got this going on throughout the world, man. You can't leave your kids nowhere. You can't leave your pets nowhere.
You charge me $100 for a used tire.
For a used tire, man. Goddamn freak. You know? But that's all I want to make mention of, man. Jake, like Martin said, you think too small. Stupid ass, man. You know? So, you know, that's all I want to make mention. It's the same fly antagonizing everybody. The fuck out of here. You got two more brothers coming, you're gonna antagonize them too.
It says, verse 10, but the Most High have revealed them unto us by His Spirit, for His Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High.
Yeah, the Most High revealed these things unto us, man. All right, because we talked about playing upon tables, and the brother mentioned about what? Giving it to the prophets, and the prophets breaking it down. We making it ABC for you. All right, that don't work. All right, what about 1, 2, 3? We're spoon feeding through YAHAWASHI because He's a freely receive, freely give, man. All right.
Yeah, when you're a baby, you know your mom prepared that formula for you. You know, we get these scriptures and we break down and we give you the formula. Okay. In math, you have what? Formula. You have equations. What is math? Math is truth. We are giving you these truth equations, this formula.
You know, to get out of here. We're giving you the equation how to get out of here, man. Period, point blank. The Lord said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, He's going to give His word unto the prophet. You think He's going to come off of His throne and come teach you Himself? You're not that special. God damn.
This is the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally to salvation.
Yep.
That was what I had.
So back in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 2, it says that the Lord Yahawah answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And we at the end, all right? We at the end, it shall speak and not lie. Meaning what? You're going to see it. It's going to manifest itself, and it's going to become reality. All right? We've talked enough. Okay? Now the Lord is starting to manifest the things that we spoke about years back. He's starting to make things more plain, make things more clear,
More obvious.
more real.
That you can't say, oh, well, I don't think that's what it means. Well, this is what I said it means, you know, back in 2010 when we first came in. And this is what's happening. You can't deny it.
Hey, through the spirit, you know, I told the brother I was going through some old videos. You know, there was a prologue that we had started. You broke that word down. Pros before and log is to speak. You know, the prologue. So it's something that you spoke before, and that's what? Prophecy. That's the same thing the Most High said, before these things come to pass, I tell you of them, and they come to pass. You know, and here it is, in this day and age, you see these same things that the elders and apostles on down, they're talking about, boom, coming to pass. That how you know a prophet has been among you. You know? It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, it will surely come, it will not tarry. Meaning what? Though it tarry, wait for it. It shall surely come and not tarry. It's not going to take 100,000 years for it to happen. Right? Like, this truth came, let's say this truth came about back in the 1970s. Alright? What we about, what, 50 years in, man? Alright? A lot has happened in 50 years. A lot has happened in 50 years. Because wasn't Nineveh had got an extra 70 years or something like that? If I'm not mistaken, you know? If I'm not mistaken, after Jonah had gave him like an extra 70 years. So being that all of this happened in 50 years, and now you see the prophecy start to speak, not lying, this thing can be over at any moment, man. Everything's set up. You got tension amongst the nations. You got the plague. They're using COVID to do anything. Whatever they want, they're using COVID as that. Next, you're gonna have this microchip they're gonna try to implant, which is the mark of the beast. All right. What else is there? They already got abandoned stores and old warehouses and old prisons that they're using. So they're ready for the concentration camp and to lock people up. They got casket liners that they can fit 3 to 4 bodies in and burn it. All right, they prepared, man. They've been preparing this.
They got all the laws in order.
They got all the laws, yep.
So whenever it's time to roll down and time to ride, they with it.
They got the submission in order. All right, wear a mask. Wear a mask. You can't come here if you ain't got a mask. They got the fear, everything, man.
They already in your mind to make you think that you gotta quarantine. We're in quarantine. Well, if you're not sick, then you're not technically in quarantine. You're voluntarily staying home.
Yeah.
They got you voluntarily not coming outside.
Yeah.
Because only sick people quarantine.
Yeah, and that's gonna make it easier for them. When they come and take your ass, snatch you up. You at home. You know, you ain't out and about, and that's the census, where you live at, man. How many people live with you? Your grandma still alive? Oh, she died last year. Okay, so it's 4 of y'all in the house. All right, thank you.
Your gun registry, how many?
Yeah.
Registry you got at this address.
Yep.
How many guns do you have?
Which essentially is what they call gradualism. You know, they're piece by piece. They're giving you things to make it appear to be normal. Mm-hmm. They have the New World Order. That's what they're trying to execute, and they're slowly but surely. That's why the scriptures tell you when he's about to fill his belly that the Most High is going to cast cast snares upon them, roughly paraphrasing, man.
It's like when you go and talk to a woman, you know, like, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. You know, I think you look good. I would fuck the shit out of you. You don't lay everything all out right there. You go up and you give her bit by bit. Hey, how you doing, sweetie? Oh yeah, it's a cute name. What's your name? My name's such and such. You know, you got anything you got going today? Nah. You mind if I take you? Give her bit by bit. You out. When you take her to that dinner. Damn, that ass fat. Your mind, you like, you know what I'm saying? But you keeping your poise. Okay, yeah. Nah. I don't even need to come here. I'll drop you off. Would you like to come in? Nah, not tonight, you know. I mean, if you're okay with it, you know.
To execute the plan.
To execute your plan, piece by piece, man. You don't just lay it all out there right then and there, man. And then you figure it out. In her mind, she get off, oh, this nigga ain't shit, you know. And that's how Esau is, man. Esau basically enticing America. Slow stroke. You know? He warming them up to take them on that date. Alright?
And it's easy. These Americans are simple, man. You know, it doesn't help anymore that they got different forms of sorcery on TV, these enchantments. They got different things in the food that can make you docile. So anything that they say, they don't even have to. Esau don't even have to go into detail all the time, man. Esau, yep, quarantine. Yeah, 4 to 6 feet. Niggas like, oh shit, 4 to 6 feet, 4 to 6 feet. Why? Why? You know? Not even just Jake, the Americans are, that's why you hear people say the Americans are sheeple, man. Very simple. How long you simple ones when you love simplicity, man. You know?
I believe that in prison, when you line up, you can't be, you know, right next to each other all like this. You gotta be about 4 to 6 feet away from each other. So that's just, like the brother said before, is preconditioning you to that whole prison mentality, to that when we go to ride, you already gonna be in line.
I'm gonna get this article right quick. Alright, because prophecy will come to pass, man. Alright, so this is on RT, dated today. It says, threat of using nukes grows bigger under Trump, and renewing milestone START treaty may be too late, right? And the START treaty is what? A strategic arms reduction treaty, all right? So they pretty much agreed, predominantly it says between the US and the Soviet, but we know that these are the two main characters when it comes to World War III, man. Okay? Can you get Jeremiah 50? Because like we were saying earlier, hey, it said, write the vision, right? That divine communication, all right, those prophecies, those visions, those dreams, write them upon plain tables, which is the scriptures, all right? Him giving his servants and his the prophets the breakdown. Don't play with him like that. Don't do it to him. You know? And so, that's nice. Being that this has to come to pass, alright? Because none shall fail, as the scriptures say. Alright? Meaning the nukes is going to happen. It talks about the third woe in Revelation. Okay? Go ahead.
I got it, dude. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Okay.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 1. It says, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet.
Yeah, and this is what, hey, we read earlier. There's nothing new under the sun. Things that happened before will happen again. Now, YAHAWASHI, we represent Jeremiah, and this is New Babylon. All right, America, the daughter of Babylon, clearly said it called it the daughter of Babylon.
Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard.
Yep.
Publish and conceal not. Say,
publish and conceal not, meaning what? We aren't to keep this to ourselves. All right, this is the standard that we're setting. The ministry of Yahawashim Yahawashi, the prophecies of Yahawashim Yahawashi. Okay, we not coming out here like, well, I think we should talk about how to cook bread properly today. Like, no. We come out here and we speaking the prophecies, man. We're warning the people. All right, we're watchmen, right? So we're letting people know what's coming to pass in the near future, man. All right. So whether they say, like that article said, the talks on nukes is getting bigger, man. Okay. And the start of reducing war, all right, or arms, okay, weapons, it could be too late. Regardless, it's been too late. Because it's part of the Lord's purpose, man. It's part of the Lord's will.
it says, say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces.
Yeah, and what is this? All right, even relating it to Isaiah the 47th chapter, coming down, sitting in that dust. All right, Isaiah as well, has thou become weak as we. America doesn't have that strength that it once had to just blind the world, to put a sheet over their eyes and do what they want, and then take it off like, hey, I'm here. Like, it doesn't have that power anymore because the scripture said that the Lord was going to make her naked, lift up her skirt. All right, meaning what? All her secret parts will be brought forth, man. He even said that they were going to tell on each other. You got the whistleblowers. Yeah. All right.
It says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein.
The old Babylon is dwelt in to this day. So it's not talking about that place, man. All right, it's talking about Russia. Okay, because Russia is in that northern part of the western hemisphere, the eastern hemisphere, in the land of Gog and Magog, man. It said, read that again, Baba Kushan.
Fine. It says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein.
Make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein, man. That lines right up with Isaiah the 13th chapter. All right? Where it said this is going to be a habitation for desert creatures. Yeah. The Arabians shall not pitch their tent here again, man. All right?
They said you wouldn't be able to pay them off with gold.
Yeah.
You know, there's no ransom that you can pay to stop this. Because they don't want your gold. You know, they don't want your money. It's like they want your blood.
Yeah.
You know,
part of them secrets being brought out.
Yeah.
Seeing how ruthless this place is. It's like they had a good idea, but once the whistleblowers started coming out and they started to get caught red-handed and they just start to act out all rash and things, like Trump, like, boom, Iranian general, he's gone, like that type stuff. They still, I think it was like last month, they said they still remember that. They still looking forward to get payback for that, man. So that's the Lord creating those tensions, man.
You got the, I should say the draft. you got the presidential election coming up.
Yeah.
Trump talking about, hey, everybody mail in your votes and then go down and vote again and see if they really, you know what I'm saying, counting everything. You know, I have a pretty good feeling that it's going to be some voter fraud and it's going to be a big controversy around this election that's going to prolong Trump's presidency. Whether he make it or he win or not or whatever happens, it's going to be some controversy. And it's going to set off a whole lot of chain reactions. Because one thing you don't mess with in America is a white man's liberty and his way to vote. If a white man cast his ballot to vote he want his vote to count. And if he want Trump in the office and you trying to take him out, or if he want Trump out of the office and you trying to keep him in, that's gonna start some smoke in the city.
It says, they shall remove and they shall depart both man and beast. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord Yahawah, the children of Israel shall come, and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their power.
That's right, man. It made a distinction. It said the children of Israel and the children of Judah. Why? Because we were separated, as we said before, and the northern kingdom came over here first, and then the southern kingdom, and now we're here together. And can you back up there and read that?
Yeah, it says, and in those days and at that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go.
And we're here. We're going and we weeping. All right, we're going through hell. We're on the bottom. We get shot down. We've been lynched. Okay, they feed us Section 8. We the first to get fired, last to get hired. We go through jail. We can't get jobs. That's the weeping that we're going through while we're in this place.
It says, says, and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord their power.
And now we're coming back to the Lord our power. We understand who we are according to this 12 tribe sign. And we're doing the law, statutes, and commandments, doing what it takes to get out this place, man.
They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten.
And we're trying to get back in line with the covenant. Okay? We are the people who it was promised to. And ain't nobody else get this privilege, this right. As an Israelite, it is our right.
Like we said, nobody else is fighting for it. You don't see a camp of Arabians, a camp of Jewish people, a camp of East Indians out there talking about that they're Yahawah, that we are the chosen people. To hell with what those African Americans are talking about in America. They don't know what you don't have that, man. Why? Because it said the Spirit bear witness that we are the children of the Most High. All right, it all comes down to the Spirit. Now they can go out there and play, they can act it out, but when it comes down to the real deal, they won't be able to stay in character, I would say. You know, the real them is going to come out.
2nd Ezra chapter 3 verse 35, verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, if there is also that dwell in the world, there is also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight, or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
But not the heathen, man. And that's what it comes down, because he was like, man, like I thought we was your people. Why it was their time to rule, man. All right? It was just their time to rule. The Lord was punishing us as he's punishing us today. You know what I'm saying? But no matter how much they act, we're the only ones who have the spirit to keep the commandments. We're the only ones who have the spirit to want to live in righteousness, man. All right? It said that Israel by name have kept thy precepts. By that reputation. Okay? Name is synonymous with reputation. By Yahawah being the prince of the power. All right? The sons of God, man. Princes of the power. Not the heathen.
So back in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 6. It says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place.
Yeah, and the mountains and hills represent different governments, different countries, different places, all right, different rulership, being spread amongst the four corners of the earth. Okay, we are lost sheep, all right, and the shepherds was, you know, the prophets and the men, the men who was sitting on high, man. Okay, even the priests, all right, all of those things started to get polluted. Okay. All of those things started to get polluted. We went in punishment, and we lost our heritage, and now we're getting back to it, man. Why? Because the prophecies are speaking. All right, all of that was part of prophecy. That's what people don't get. Oh, if God love y'all so much, why we didn't do this, and why we in this condition? Because we messed up, man. All right, because He gave us rules, and we went against them. The same reason why when you tell your child don't touch that candy, and they do, you whoop their ass, man. You do some type of punishment to them.
Plain and simple, the Lord flooded the earth. He killed everybody except for a select few of people because of the iniquity in the earth. That's why. It's like, Jake, forget about that, man.
That's why.
It's very simple. Jake just don't want to acknowledge that the Most High is a balanced power, man.
Exactly.
2nd Ezra chapter 1 verse 5. Go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds and their children their wickedness which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods. Am not I, even he, that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage?
Go back up to the part we said they forgot. Because it says right here in Jeremiah 50, they have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All right.
They got the point is in 8. I'm in 7. I'll go back to 6. Because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods.
Hey, like you just mentioned, that's our resting place. In YAHAWASHI, our people have forgotten their resting place. Isaiah, the 1st chapter, 3rd verse, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. My people doth not know, they do not consider, man. They follow after these other, as a nation, we follow after other idols and follow everything except the Heavenly Father, man. And then as a nation, they went, oh, why this thing? Because we messed up, man. We idol worship. All these gods are nothing, man.
Am I not even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath and despised my counsels.
And our people did that in the wilderness, man. When they didn't have anything to eat, what they start doing, they start murmuring and talking shit against Moses and them, man. Moses and Aaron. And he was like, man, what am I gonna do? These people be ready to stone me. You know, and then eventually, Moses told the people, you're not murmuring against us, you're murmuring against the Heavenly Father, man. You know, and it's that same rebellious spirit on Israel is here today, man. Like the brother brought on Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter. There's no new thing under the sun. This is why we're in the position that we're in, man.
Verse 8 says, pull thou off then the hair of thy head and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient unto my law, but it is a rebellious people. That's pretty much it. And one of the main points is that the Lord Yahawah said, even I the man that brought them out of Egypt. All those miracles that the Lord has produced, Jake still went off. And then like they forgot or something. They was blatantly going off, man. They built a calf. They murmured and complained. And even in this time, man, the Lord will be delivering. The Lord will show you prophecies. But at the end of the day, they're rebellious people, and the rebellious is to turn away and to go the other way, man. Yeah. You know. So we'll sit there and say, look, the Bible says this. We're Israelites. or if Tanner can't come, I don't want to come. That's being a rebel. The order of the Bible says this, or if a woman can't be equal to the man, I don't want to be a part of it. So our people, and the Lord said, what, they're rebellious people, the whole head is sick. So what is he saying when he says that? Basically, these people are hard-headed, stiff-necked. We basically got to take them by the back of their neck and force feed them the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're not here to do that. We're just here, the fact that you have to do that, and the Lord say, don't do that, basically, you know, speak the word with basically efficiently, concise, and with sincerity, and you don't get it from there, and you basically need somebody to beat it in you, like we said yesterday. Look, man, Jake they're used to violence to listen, man. They're used to somebody shooting them or pulling out a gun to make them back off, man. Or used to, hey, we gotta fight and all this. But the Lord is not putting that energy on us to do that, to gather in the elect, because the elect don't need that type of energy. Just niggas do, man. And then when it's time for that, then the Lord gonna turn the fishes into hunters and let Esau loose on them. And then he's gonna come down and he's gonna beat the rest of Jacob to submission, because he's saying in Isaiah, the whole head is sick. When I beat them, they'll yet rebel more and more. So what's the point to yelling at you, to getting mad at you, getting upset? You ain't gonna do nothing but laugh, scoff, mock, or say that's the reason why. Look at Vocab Malone, man, and the people that's with him. When we sit there and you catch us in the element of yelling or in the element of getting upset at y'all not listening and acknowledging the truth of the Bible, y'all mock it, man, or then turn it and demonize us. So what's the point to even getting upset at you niggas, man? Just tell you the truth, then gonna move along, man. We just out here to prove that you niggas like that are false prophets, man. You know?
Nigga can't get it, we move it on.
Back in Jeremiah chapter 50, in verse 7, it says, all that found them have devoured them.
All the other nations, you know? Even look at us to this day. Ain't nobody like, hey, y'all the real people as a nation. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, you might have a couple over here and they probably Israelites, you know? But I don't see the Iranians coming over here like, hey, them the true children of Israel, man. Let them go. Like, no, ain't nobody going to war for us except the Heavenly Father on his time.
They're not for our cause, they're not for our turn. Even Gamal Abdul Nassar, when he said that quote back in the day, he just said it.
Yep.
But he ain't made no actions behind it. He didn't say, you know, America, we are, you know, declaring war on you, or that's a war crime that you committed against the true nation of Israel, and you brought them into slavery, this, that, and the third. No, he just said that y'all left black and came back white.
I can't trust y'all. Wait a minute. That's how he sounded.
It says all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
So they feel like as if they're justified because they know that we sinned against the Lord. Yet and still, they make sure we sin against the Lord, and they go complain to the Lord like, look at your people. So it's cool what I'm doing, but what did the Lord say? They overdid it, man. They overstepped. They forwarded the affliction, man. All right? Yeah, the Lord put us in, and the fact that you acknowledge that, all right, that's why they try to stop us from being right. That's why they deleting our videos opposed to that WAP shit, man. That's why they deleting our videos, because they don't want us to get right. They want to keep us where we at so they can stay on top, man.
Says, remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her, from whence she shall be taken, from thence she shall be taken, Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain.
Yeah, because when you go and read Ezekiel the 38th chapter, it spoke about the nations that God and Magog was going to look after, man.
Only gonna be out. I'm sorry, brother. How long you gonna be out?
I don't know, probably like an hour or so.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Go ahead, read that again.
It says, Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken.
Yeah, because Babylon, aka America, is not going to have any allies. Okay? So all of those great nations, China, Russia, Iran, Pakistan, you know, all those nations who have nukes, they're going to come against this place, man. All right?
Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain.
Yeah, and the reason why they're going to be as a mighty expert man, because they're going to come from one continent to another. From one side of the earth to another side of the earth. All right? And they're as part of their technology. Therefore, it's not just as if a guy been out there shooting arrows all day, he's just that good. Like, no, they got GPS technology on it. Bam, boom, boom, bam, hit this button, this is where it's going. Right over to that continent, man. So yeah, they're gonna be very accurate.
That was verse 9, I never did. 50 verse 9.
I got a piece of it. This is Obadiah, verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, that they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, the ones that you do business with. There's going to come a time where, what? They're going to come against you, man. All the men of thy confederacy. Why? Because you can't help but be wicked. You can't help but deceive people. You can't help but turn your back, not keep your word. All right? It just be greedy. You want the whole earth. You just want everything and everybody under your subjection, man.
So back in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 10, it says, and Chaldeans shall be a spoil, all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahawah.
I want to get something real quick based off what you said. Even though it's talking about the 2/3 of our people, this also applies to Esau. You know, it says, Titus 1 and 12, it says, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. And I just wanted to get that slow belly. It says, I'm going to go on a little bit more. It says, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. Now this is talking about our people, because Esau is not going to be sound in the faith, but they learn from Esau being slow bellies, you know, not able to be satisfied, man. All right, Esau is not satisfied. He has the fatness of the earth. He can go anywhere he wants. He's an Edomite. He labeled himself white, to where no matter where he goes, these nations have to respect and be in some sort of fashion of subjection unto him. All right, like you have different countries where they know not to kidnap or kill an Edomite, man, unless they got the upper hand. Now these nations, like the brothers reading says, going to bend the boat. Ultimately, these nations want to fuck them up, man. So it's going to get to the point that Esau's going to get jammed up and get caught up into that quagmire when he loses his power. which is being lost via through other nations increasing in their thermonuclear capabilities. You know, such as Iran, you know, Russia already has, China, all right? But Esau is a slow belly. He already have Babylon, man, the most established country. But you got militaries in every part of the world, man. You're putting sanctions on this country for not trading with you in this way, man. All right?
It's back in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 10, verse 11. It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my inheritance, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by...
It said earlier, it said, yo, your mothers and your fathers that bury you shall be ashamed. Your history is going to be stained, man. Like Esau tried to, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and we got him and this, and they did all that wickedness. In all reality, ain't nobody they're gonna look back at everything that Esau did and gonna be like, ain't nothing good come from it, man. Oh, sure, Thomas Jefferson had slaves, but look at what he did. It ain't gonna be none of that, man. It's gonna be like everything y'all created a nuclear missile, y'all poison the water, y'all poison the air, y'all enslaved the Israelites, y'all try to create genocide against them. Everything that represents your existence, the same thing that you fight to maintain, the same thing the Lord says he's going to destroy, which is your heritage, man. Because Esau like putting up, like I said, it was in Psalm chapter 2, they like building monuments of what they've done and where they've been, the tokens of their, I was here, and the Lord's going to come and not only going to destroy that, but he's not going to destroy your heritage. He's going to let it live, and that it could be shamefully or spitefully talked about, man. You know, y'all remember Babylon? Oh, man, you know, and it's always going to be everything bad being said about it, man. Nobody going to talk about the internet. Nobody going to talk about the internet, hellcats, crab legs, everything that you boast about in this kingdom is going to be demonized in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? And that's a beautiful thing, because the same thing that you fight for as far as legacy and you like to boast and brag, we did this, it's going to be a shame to in the new world, man, in the New Jerusalem, man. About, you know, flat screens and Dells and Apples and, you know, airplanes and all that. You know, they're going to be like, you see chariots flying all day. I'm like, these niggas had airplanes, B. That's crazy. That's whack. Look at the water. Look how clear it is. I can see my feet, man. I used to have to go to the Fiji Islands to do this, but now it's everywhere, man. Remember that Saudi Arabia was a wilderness and nothing but sand. Now it's trees everywhere, because people forget that Israel was the Fertile Crescent, man. You know what I'm saying? But through Esau and all his wickedness, it turned to a desert land, man. You know? But when we get our rulership in New Jerusalem, it's going to go back to being fertile again, man. The fruits are going to get larger. You know? The women going to get back in their right mind. Learn how to appreciate things. What's going on?
When they went into Wakanda and everything was powered by vibranium and all of that. So it's gonna be straight. All of this technology is gonna be nothing. This brother saying, yeah, flat screens. Flat screens.
Back in Jeremiah chapter 50.
Yeah, you can imagine you ain't got to plug nothing up, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to talk to people. You're gonna have live movies, man.
Powered off the spirit.
You know? You can have live movies, take Edomites and make them do a play like the kings used to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Have them reenact, man. You know? Actually have them fighting. When you see them fight scenes, have them fighting like that, man. Killing each other, fighting to the death, man. You know? That's what the type of stuff we're gonna do, man, because Esau does everything on the left-hand side and half-ass, man. You know? GMO foods and shit, the Lord grows food naturally. Time, you gotta turn it back an hour, gotta set it forth an hour. You got the sun and the moon that tells the time, man. You know? You got winter, you know, global warming, because your ass can't track time right. You try to blame it on global warming and all this other dumb shit, man. You know? But we go when the kingdom of heaven's taking over, everything that Esau created, concrete, man, people back hurting and shit. You know? Nobody can see a beautiful land. You go outside, you know, got that Thanos set up, man. Like, God damn, fuck. These niggas fucking shit up, man. I ain't never seen this much trees and breathe. Like yo was talking about with the coronavirus in New York. He said, man, the air is so it smells so good, man. It's so good to go out there and run and breathe, man. Because it's so condensed for all these fucking cars, man.
Yeah.
You know? Air polluted with airplanes and cars and all that shit. And then the Lord letting you know, look, man, this is what it's like without Esau's fucking technology, man. And he like to boast on it like he's doing something, man. You know? Y'all got running water and this and that, man. You know? You shouldn't need all that running water. Take your ass a bath properly and go to the well, man. You know? Things that Esau boasts of, that's beautiful. The things that he boasts of is going to be a disgrace in New Jerusalem, man. So everything you work for and say I'm better than the Most High at, people going to be like, man, that was whack, G. Like, not only was it whack, that's a horrible idea. You know? That's the opposite of God. Like, you destroyed the earth trying to be smarter than the Most High. The Most High bring us all true joy and happiness through the natural creation that he created. Nothing has to be touched. Got a new iPhone coming out every month. Ain't gonna be no new horses and new chariots. Chariot 2.0. No, it's gonna be better than anything that's ever was created. That's in the chariot form. You know, go underwater. I'm about to go deep sea diving. Get in your chariot and go underwater. Go out of space to a different planet. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You know. You don't need no iPhone, you just send up a prayer and talk to a brother, man. You know?
Hey, like the brother said earlier, I have not seen or heard, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's beautiful here. It's just, it make you want to rejoice, man. Why not? That's what it says in the proverb. It says, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. You know, that was beautiful. You know, that was, man.
If the Lord bless us with the things in this society, how much more in our home?
Right. Everything's gonna be made pure, man. Everything's gonna be pure again, man. We're gonna be.
That's a problem. Jake don't know. Jake never been there before. If the nigga feeds you noodles all day and you never had steak, and they get putting seasoning all on it and sprinkling shredded cheese on it, you can be like, man, this is some good eating right there. You know what I'm saying? But then somebody pull out some steak, some lamb back, you know what I'm saying? Potatoes from scratch. You're gonna be fucked up, man.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You know? Like even eating over here, people come from other countries over here, but like, man, this food made me sick, man. You know? And us in the know, we know, but you be like, damn, it's some good eating over here. You know, everything's fucked up, polluted, GMO, fake, or whatever, man. Go over there, everything's more natural. You know what I'm saying? Not as many chemicals. Imagine in the kingdom of heaven, everything is just in its purest form, man. You know? You eat something that's supposed to give you its nutrients, and it does. And you feel it. You know?
Back in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahawah.
Yeah, there's going to be no need to keep any arrows, to keep any nukes. All right, shoot all of your missiles. Why? Because when our kingdom come, they're going to be what? Their weapons into working tools, man. All right, their swords into plowshares. They're going to be utilizing that because now they got to build up our kingdom, them as well as the other nations, man. So all of the arrows is going to be shot. This ain't going to be like the 100 where they run into an old nuke and that's what they all know, man. All of that is going to be shot and everything in America is going to be burned up and decimated.
It says she has sinned against the Most High. You're doing all this wickedness. You're talking all that shit, man. Saying the Most High, you pretty much boasting that you're better than the Most High, man. All right? Let's get that in. Was it Timothy? He said, sit up on the throne, on the stars, and think himself to be the Most High.
That's desolations.
It's desolations, dude.
Desolations.
Second Thessalonians 2. Second Thessalonians 2. Second Thessalonians chapter 2. And I want to get straight to the point. So 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahawah and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in spirit, nor be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Yeah, that falling away was us, you know what I'm saying? But now we're back, all right, with that great cluster that the Lord spake of, all right, with the Ezra and I believe in Jeremiah, Isaiah, with that cluster that came back, the one that he said that I never knew you, and then was called, that same nation was called by his name, okay?
And that man of sin be revealed.
That man of sin is the so-called white man, is Esau, the devil. Now, there are parts of our people that are willingly ignorant that Esau is the man of sin. But, hey, history, you can't deny a fact, man. You could deny it mentally, but you can't deny a fact, all right? That Esau is a man of sin, all right? He legalized pork to eat. He called women equality, same-sex marriage, sodomy, you know what I'm saying? Illegal war tactics, don't follow no law within the scriptures for the most part, man. You know? Unjust and unrighteous dealings, man. Go ahead, brother.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yup, the son of perdition, the son of destruction, man. You know? We just got through saying it and say it again. He destroyed the water. You got heart program creating earthquakes, you know, manipulating the weather. Animals ain't right, man. You know, got chicken farms, got to cut off the beak so they don't eat each other or peck each other's heads off because they're so confined. You know, and putting steroids in chicken, putting dye in meat. You know, vegetables got pesticides sprayed on it, giving cancer, creating medicine supposed to heal you that's hurting you. You know, you're the son of destruction, man.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
Who opposeth all that is called God, or is relative to it, and exalt himself above it. Go ahead, brother.
Or that is worship.
Or that is worship. That's why they don't like anything that's related. Oh, you believe in that fairy tale book? They like them, and our people are grafted onto that notion, man.
So that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Yeah, because you got to demonize something in order to replace it, man. You know? And that's what he did, man. He think he's the Most High. He think he's in control. But the Most High got a rude awakening. That's why he deserved to be destroyed, man. So don't ask no damn question on why if y'all ruling, why y'all sure y'all want to wipe somebody. Hell yeah, he deserved to be wiped out, man. All right? He don't believe in the Most High. He don't believe in the person that gave you life and gave you all this so-called euphoria, fucking happiness that you have, man. He's destroying it. Destroying the very existence of it. So yeah, he deserved to be cut the hell off, man. Not only is he destroying it, he's demonizing the person that gave you the joy, man. That gave you your kids, man. All right? That gave you that happiness that you have, or the job that you have. He allowed you to do that, man. And Esau demonizes him and takes credit for it, man. If the Lord didn't allow Moses to go into the kingdom in the land in Israel because he took that minute credit, what the hell you think he gonna do to Esau, man? You know?
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
Yup, in his time, and his time has passed. It's just blatant now. All right, people have just been ignoring it, and they're just like fed up. Like we try to play it off like it wasn't. But look, bro, you gotta stop this shit. And then now people realize they didn't know he's a man of sin, but now they're starting to understand the man of sin now. They understand that he's not gonna change, man. You know, we found that out in the time of Rome, but in this time now we finding that hey, went through chattel slavery and then come back like y'all niggas ain't gonna change, bro. Like y'all just don't care. You know, then when Jake get that energy, that vibe of saying, you know what, y'all gotta be eradicated. That's what the Lord waiting on, man. Lord waiting on the prayers of the saints, man. And the prayers of the innocent, man. Of course, nobody perishes being innocent, but when somebody's done wrong for no fucking reason in that particular situation, that person is innocent. You know what I'm saying? Now they may have done something in the past life, they may have done something in a separate, isolated incident, but what Esau's doing to Jake right now, if Mike, Fat Man, go to jail for whatever he went to and get life for something that he should have got 2 years for, and he prayed like, man, these devils gotta go, man. The Lord listens to that prayer, man. You know what I'm saying? Sounds crazy. Nigga, he's getting his judgment, but at the same time, the Lord's putting Jake in a vibration and saying, fuck this damn demon Esau, man. And then that's when remember the Clash of the Titans, so they feed off the prayer, they feed off the respect and fear of the Lord. Don't feed off of it. He just ain't gonna move until he get his respect, his due respect, man. From heathen to the Israelites, man. Even the heathen are sending up prayers, man. They may be praying to different guys, and Most High I guarantee it's a sincere prayer to put Esau down, man. You know? Years ago, that wasn't like that, man. Yep, that's it.
I gotta fix it real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yep, it fully the heart, which is your mind, your mind is made up to be a fucking asshole for the rest of their life, man. Now, Jake is like that too, man. Because if nothing's gonna happen, then they're gonna keep doing it, man. Why stop? Go in the store and just walk out with your breakfast. You know, why are you gonna stop doing that, man? I'm tripping. You know, no. Jake they're gonna ride that shit till the wheels fall off, man. You know? That's just like the unemployment. Nigga ain't say, I'm taking too much free money. Let me go to work. You know, Jake was just getting paid until you cut that shit off. Don't give a damn about inflation or nothing, man. I'm about to get me real quick.
So back in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 15, it says, shout against her round about, she have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. Cut off the...
And like the brother, all of the wickedness, all of the little drone strikes, birthday parties, generals, and you know, setting up what's it called? Yeah, but what they do before that? Yeah, pretty much, yeah, that, you know. How they did it, they set up rebels, that's what I'm saying, you know. Set up a rebellion in somebody's country and then go aid them and then, oh, they need to be taken out and then, like the brother mentioned, set up that puppet, man. Alright? But this is going to be different. They just, all of that anger that they have, all of that you've done unto them, they're going to return in the fury of them missiles, man. Alright? That's going to be they get out of jail free card pretty much. Alright, then once you wiped out, then they're going to have to battle for power. And then what? The Most High is going to bring down New Jerusalem, man.
It says, cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land.
Yeah, all the import and exports, man. All right, eventually they doing that now with the dollar. They over there, they like, look, we about to get back to this gold. And what do America do? Once people start to try to turn away from the dollar, they gonna do what? They set up rebels. They set up puppets, man, and knock off the person who in charge trying to turn from the dollar. All right. Yeah. That's.
I'm gonna get this precept real quick. This is Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
The nations are mad because they've been deceived, man. It's like if you go visit with somebody like, hey, so let's make these investments. All I need you to do is give me $1,500. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you right in 2 months. Then they come back in 1 month like, hey, we almost said I just need 500 more. You know, now they got $2,000 off of you, and then you don't hear them from no more. You're gonna be out, you're gonna be looking for them, man. Alright? You're gonna be out looking for them. That's what America has done to this society. They've recognized America's BS. And that's why the nations are mad. That's why they like, man, I don't care. They talking about we can't have no news. I'm about to get my news. You know, they kept on for years. Iran, they bet not enrich that uranium past this red line. Like, so what? We did it, now what? Like, because they don't want nobody to have that power except them, but that's biblical prophecy, man. As thou become weak as weak, all right, we get in a state where America is becoming weaker than them because, like the brother mentioned earlier, these other countries have that nuclear capability, and that's how they're going to be able to bend that bow and shoot it upon America, man. That's all. Alright, and with that being said, we want to give all praises
unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yahawah and salutations and blessing to you Akim out there doing this truth across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.